Have you ever watched the cinematic scene and you wonder, because sometimes you don't need a huge film set, expensive light or complicated lighting setup. For this shot, I just want to create the warm cinematic scene that feels naturally, almost like sunlight was coming through the window. But there is one problem. The actual lighting coming through the window wasn't giving me the look I wanted. So I decided to build the lighting for myself using only just two lights. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I create this shot, where I place the light, why I placed them there, and finally how I edited and color grading the footage. Before setting the light, I already had an idea of what I wanted the final image looks like. I want the scene to feel warm, cinematic, natural, a little dramatic, and most important, realistic. I didn't want the lighting to look like someone had a simply placed light directly on the subject. So I wanted it to feel like a room was being naturally illuminated by the sunlight coming through the window. And that's why the window became an important part of this shot. So this is the room was before. I started building the lighting, so now you can see the environment has already some interesting element. We have the shelves, books, table, and most importantly, the window. So instead of trying to hide the environment, I decided to use it as the part of the story. So the goal was to make the room feels like a real location. The first light is my main light. I placed the light with softbox approximately 45 degrees from the subject. And the reason I used this softbox because I didn't want the harsh light directly hitting to my face. I want the light to be soft and controlled. So if you look at this final image, you can just see the face has nice gradually transition between light and the shadow. And that's exactly what the softbox helped me to achieve. And that's one of the things that makes the image feel like more cinematic. I positioned the light that it could shine through the window into the room. The goal wasn't necessary to light the subject directly. The goal was to make the window feel like it was producing the light. That's very important difference. Instead of thinking I'm using the light to illuminate my actor, I was thinking I'm using this light to create the motivation for the light of the scene. So when you look at this final image, your brain naturally says, okay, the light is coming from the window. And this is the difference. Without the light, the window doesn't have the same cinematic impact. But once I introduce the second light, the window becomes the part of the lighting design. One thing I really like about this shot is that I didn't try to make every part of this room bright. I allow some areas of the room remains dark. For example, look at this area. Behind the subject, it's dark than the window and the face. And that's intentional. Because if everything was equal bright, there would not be anywhere for your eye to go. So that means the contrast helps direct your attention toward the subject. So after setting up all the lights, so I moved on the camera. For myself, I want the subject in the center. So you can also see I'm using the environment to create the depth. So we have the shelves in the background, we have the table in the foreground, we have the window on the light. So that means the image is not just about the person. The environment is helping to tell the story. And that's something I think is very important. When shooting cinematic scene, don't just ask, where should I put the subject? Also ask, what can I use around my subject to make the frame more interesting? Once everything was ready, I started recording. And this is where all the technical work finally coming together. The lighting gives us the mood, the composition gives us the visual structure, and the performance gives the shot its emotion. This is one of my favorite part of the filmmaking. You can start with the empty room, and then you add the camera, you add the subject, you shape the light, and suddenly the room becomes completely different world. That's why I really enjoy the lighting. Now let me just bring my clip here in the Vint Resolve to color grade, okay? And I'm going to create the nodes by holding Alt+S on your keyboard, okay? This is how you can just create the nodes, okay? And then so for this first node, let me just rename it as color space transform, okay? This is where I'm gonna apply my color space transform, and I have to drop it here too, okay? So for this input color space, let me just add Panasonic Vigament, yes, cause I use, the Lumix S5, and then for this input gamma, I use the Panasonic Vlog. And then for the output color space, I have to add the Rec 709, and here too, I have to add also, Rec 709, okay? So that was before, and then this is after. For this time, and I'm going to use a Dehancer plugin, yes, to make the cinematic color grading right here too in the Vint Resolve, okay? Let me just search the Dehancer, and let me just apply it here on this second node, okay? Let me rename it as Dehancer. And then guys, when you apply this Dehancer on this node directory, yes, it brings you all, it gives you like a default. Let me just come up here down for this Dehancer, okay, and then let me just disable all tools, something like this, okay? And then let me just come up right here to, you have input film. Here I'm going to use this film, okay? I have to enable this film, okay? I can also choose, here we have many different kind of, look. Okay, so right here too, you can use any, you can use any look you want. And then let me just come up here on this, on this print, okay, and let me enable this print. And also we have like Cinema Film Log, Kodak, okay, Fujifilm. So let me choose this one, okay. As I say, I just want the cinematic look, okay. So here too, I can just increase the contrast, or if it is not enough, but for me, let me just stop it by here. And then about the white, so I can reduce the white because I don't want like more highlight, okay. Yeah, the saturation is good. The color density, yes, okay, yeah, this is now you see right here too, you see how the color density it is, okay, yeah, this is enough. And then so let me just come up here on this halation and bloom. So let me just enable this halation and bloom, okay. So let me just all this profile set it for this customer, because I can just adjust it as I want, okay. So when I see, you see guys, here we have the we have the halation, and then here we have the bloom. So but for me, I can just reduce the impact of this bloom, okay. Even for the halation, yeah, this is real nice. Yeah, now you see how it looks like. Yeah, this is a really nice, guys, okay. So let me just come up here on this next node, and I just want to add like any look you created for your own, maybe, okay. Let me just come up here on this wheel, okay. Just let me use this log wheel, okay, and let me just add like in the shadow like another color like green. Yeah, some guys, now you see how what is happening. Yeah, this is real nice. And then if you just want to add the color in the highlight too, maybe you want like hands, now you see what is happening. Yeah, this is really good, guys, okay. Now this is the simple color grading, cinematic color grading you can just adjust on your clip. Now here we have the highlight on the face, the shadow, okay. Now you see this shot is looking so cinematic. So if you're trying to create a cinematic shot, don't think you need 10 or many lighting. Start with one good key light. Then ask yourself where the light is supposed to be coming from in the story. Once you understand that, you can start building the scene around it. Yeah, alright guys, so let me know this video is gonna be helpful to you. Please subscribe to get more notification, okay? And then drop the comment down below, let me know what you think. So, and on my side, I'm with my young brother. His name is Audrils. So go to follow him on Instagram. He's a filmmaker, especially good in color grading. So let me know, and I will see you in next video. Peace.